This video is a continuation of our autonomous program. We just added the wait block and changed the value to 1500 for 1.5 seconds and clicked OK. Now we could add our next motion blocks at this point, but it's good practice to have the robot stop for a moment to let things settle before starting the next motion. To do this, we're going to save time by right-clicking the blocks above to bring up the command box, copy, and then paste the motor blocks below the wait block. Now we're going to double-click each of the blocks we just pasted and change the commands to stop and edit our comments. We're going to have the motors stay stopped for 1/2 second. So copy and paste the wait block next into the program and double click the block to edit it for 500 ms or 1/2 second and edit the comment. Now to make our robot turn right. Let's copy our 2 beginning motor blocks to the end of our program. You can select both blocks by holding the Shift key and clicking each block. There are 3 ways to make our robot turn right. First, we could slow down the right wheel by giving it a smaller user-defined value. This would place the pivot point outside of the robot and make the robot drive in an arc. Second, we could stop the right motor and the pivot point would be on the right wheel. Or the last method, which we are going to use, is to spin the right wheel backwards. This will cause the pivot point to be inside the robot. Now we want our motors to stay on for 1/2 second, then stop for 1/2 second to settle. So select the program blocks 3 through 6 by holding the Shift key. Copy and paste them to the end of the program, then edit the last box, the wait block, to 500 milliseconds or 1/2 second. To finish our last